Hi, in this video I thought I'd review these die cutting machines here. I'm going to do the Cuttlebug, I'm going to do the Xcut and the Ebosser, and just do you a little demonstration of embossing with all three of them. Okay then, join me in the next part of the video. Hi, well here's the Cuttlebug which I've had for ages. Now I really like this because it's light. Well, it's not light, but it's easy to carry around with you, like going to your craft club. So what I'm going to do on this demo is just basically do an embossing. So we're going to need, let's see, the plates are going to be two B's and an A. Yeah, the state of the plates are really, because I've used this quite a lot, mainly for embossing. So what we'll do, just get a bit of card. So it's quite easy. You opened it up, you place that, and that, and that, and basically run it through. Might help if I actually put it in the embossing folder. Right, so we're going to do that. My shoulder is quite painful because I'm doing this a lot. I'm doing a lot of invitations at the moment, so my shoulder is quite painful. Right, so embossing. I've always been impressed with a Cuttlebug embossing. I've always thought that it was really good. You can't beat it. So that's one of the reasons why I love the Cuttlebug. It's light, I can take it along to my craft club with me, and the embossing is lovely, brilliant. Right, so the next demo I'll do, like I said, I'm going to do it on embossing because I don't own that many dies because I mainly use my manual machines for embossing. So the next one I'll do is the Xcut, and I'll show you that. Okay then, bye for now. Hi, well this is the Xcut. Like I say, I've really enjoyed using this machine and there's nothing at all wrong with it. But I've developed this painful shoulder, so it's just a little bit awkward for me to use, that's all. So how you actually get this to work, you open it up and this becomes your work station here, kind of. So you lift these up and there's like these little lugs here that you lock into place. Then you turn this over and that's your base, and basically you do that the other side and pop that in like that. Now this doesn't work on a sandwich kind of based theme. It's got a dial here, and basically you can use all kinds of different dies, thicknesses, and so you just basically change the height of the rollers here, and it comes with this leaflet here explaining which dies that you can actually run through. Excuse me. Right, so what we'll do an embossing. Again, we'll do the embossing. So all you need on this is your base plate and then your embossing folder. I'm going to use A4 and just pop that in. And then, now the only problem with this, the plates do tend to look a little bit warped, but it works just as good. So what I'll do is I'm going to put it in that way up because it's just going to be that little bit easier. So, excuse me, on the sheet here, for embossing it says that it wants to be 6.5. So I've set my dial to 6.5. So we'll just run this through. And I mean, this is quite a good little machine, this is, but it's just the fact that I have developed a painful shoulder, but it might not have helped with doing all these invitations. So let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got here. Put that over there. Right. The embossing is quite nice actually, I don't know if you can see. But the only problem with it that I've found, it tends to be just a little bit more thicker down one side. But I think that is something that a lot of these die cutting machines are. You tend to get more pressure down the sides, and that's the case apparently when you're using your dies. So that's that. That's the Xcut here. So we'll pop it away so you can see how it folds up. Slips back in there like that, and then that again unlocks there, and then you just close it up. Hang on a second. Just close it up like that. So I've been happily working with this, no problems at all. But like I say, through medical grounds, I'm having to refrain from using this one at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll show you the next review on the Ebosser. Okay then. Hi, well this is the Ebosser. I'm going to just put an embossing folder through it like I did with the Xcut. So I'll just basically show you, compare the two. Now on this, the Ebosser, you have to use a sandwich based again. So it comes with a nice comprehensive guide here, and it takes all kinds of dies. So that is really good. I mean, it even takes you Acrylic Go dies, which are really good. So I've got a couple of them, so I'm going to be putting it through its paces with that. But for today, just going to do the embossing. Right, so what I've done on here is I've just written just the sandwich plates, what I need for whatever it is. Like the Cuttlebug, it'll need the D, the C, and then the card, and then whichever way it goes. So for embossing, we need the D plate, we need the C, and then we need the embossing folder with the card in. So we'll put that in there. Right, so it's going to be like that. Right, so we'll switch it on. I mean, it's got a, you know, the foot plate of it is quite small, and it doesn't take up a great deal of room. So what we'll do is I'll just make sure it's all nice and straight, put it in. When I've seen demonstrations with this machine, I always thought that it sounded really noisy, but in fact it isn't. It isn't that noisy. Right, so bring it out and show you the embossing. Now the embossing is really nice. I really do like this. If you can see that. That looks really quite nice. So the review on which machine that I like. Now if your kind of budget would only go for one machine, and you weren't particularly interested in doing the A4, then I think the Cuttlebug is still thumbs up for me. But if you wanted to do the A4, then I think between the Xcut and the Ebosser, I think I would go for the Ebosser, purely for just the simplicity of it, the fact that you just put your dies through. If I'd have known through hindsight, I wouldn't have bought the Xcut. I do find it a little bit awkward just having to open it up and put it in, put the plates in and what have you. Not only that, really, the Xcut, you can pick those up now for about £99 from eBay, and this you can now get off eBay. I've seen them for about £169, so I think it would be well worth it, just paying that little bit extra for the Ebosser. But I'm still a fan of the Cuttlebug. Well, I hope you found this little review interesting. I will do my next review on my electronic die cutting machines. I've got 4 of those to show you as well. So join me for them then. Okay, thanks then, bye.